If it's your first time running a half marathon, it can be pretty daunting. After all, you're probably going to be running the furthest that you've ever run in your life. And if you're not, well, there's still plenty that you can learn. And we're going to be guiding you on how to prepare for your first half marathon. If you set your sights on completing a half marathon, hopefully you're already doing a certain amount of running and training. And ideally, you need to be at around 5 to 6 miles on a regular training run. And from there, it's very much about building up that base gradually. This is very much a thing of slow and steady wins the race. So your body has that time to adapt. You're not going to gain anything from doing the occasional long or hard run here or there. It's consistency and repeating this training that's going to give you that strength to then up the mileage ready for the half marathon. Ideally, you want to be running at least 3 times a week in order to complete the sessions required. Well, these 3 runs can be simply split into the easy recovery run, the hilly or tempo run, and a long run. And we'll start by looking at the easy recovery run. It is, as it says, it should be easy, and it's allowing your body to recover and absorb the training and the hard work from those tougher sessions, and also prepare your body ahead of the next one. So it can be anywhere between 2 and 6 miles, whatever's comfortable for you. And by the end of the run, you should actually be feeling better than you did at the start. It's just a chance to get everything moving and nice and relaxed. And if you're not sure of what pace to run at, well, you should be able to hold a conversation. If you're running on your own, well, you could practice that, maybe as long as there's no one around. Or if you're with a friend, you should be able to talk as though you were out for a walk. If you can't, then you know you're running too fast. The hilly or tempo runs are great for building strength in your legs and creating positive adaptations within your body. When it comes to hills, they actually naturally get you working harder, as your heart rate is going to automatically rise, and it's going to be putting quite a lot of effort on your legs just to get up that hill. So when you do reach a hill, try to really keep good form, work a little bit harder at it, and then you can use the flats or the descents as part of your recovery. As for the tempo runs, well, they recreate the effort of hills, but on the flat. So tempo pace will be very similar to your half marathon goal pace. Similar to those hilly runs, it's about increasing your effort level, allowing a decent recovery in between these efforts. So as an example, try 2 lots of 10 minutes at your half marathon pace, allowing 5 minutes of easy jogging in between for you to recover. And from here, feel free to mix up the session, varying the number of intervals and the duration. But remember to build it up slowly and don't overdo it. Last but not least, the long run. This is one of our favourites here at GTN, and it's still going to be at that really comfortable conversational pace, like your recovery run, except it's going to be a couple of miles further, at least to start with, and you're going to start building it up. So ideally, you want to be adding on around a mile every 2 weeks. If you don't quite feel ready to add on an extra mile at some point, it's okay. You can just keep it at that and then build it up the following week. And you're going to keep doing this until you get to around 10 miles for your long run. You might be thinking, well, the half marathon's 13.1, do I not need to do that in training? You don't. You can save that extra effort for race day, and with all of the other training, it'll mean that you're perfectly prepared and you're ready to go the full distance when you need to. Again, it is about the consistency of completing these sessions week after week, session after session, and that's going to build that great base and give you the confidence that you need for race day. And talking of race day, we need to think about pacing, nutrition, and race day itself. Training in theory is the hard part, so it would be a shame to forget the final few yet key details, and race nutrition is one of those. And you need to start thinking ahead when it comes to fueling for your race. The typical fuel during a half marathon will be gels, and some people will take a gel every 20 minutes, others maybe just 1 gel in the whole half. Some people won't even at all, but you need to practice it, and that's where the long run is perfect for this. So try a few different ones, because if you don't like the first, they're not all the same. There's different consistencies, different flavors. And you might, if you're not wanting to carry your own gels during your race, you might want to actually find out what the event provides, because a lot of events will actually have gels or sweets that are available on the course, to make sure that they're okay. And it isn't just the taste, it's the effect on your stomach too. So make sure, practice with these. I personally struggle on this, but you will be grateful when it comes to the race day. The morning beginning of your half marathon itself is going to be full of excitement and nerves. So to try and reduce that as much as possible, you want to have planned and practiced as much as you can. And the pre-race nutrition is a vital part of this. So use your long run again to do this. Imagine you're going out and you're going to be doing your race, and it's normally going to be your breakfast, because most half marathons tend to be in the morning. So whether that's going to be porridge or rice pudding or toast, whatever it is for you that you find easy to digest, practice this, and you'll probably find you need to have about 2.5 hours before your actual race so that you can fully digest it. You can go to the bathroom, and when it's on race day, you've got time to do that pre-race warm-up as well. We'd recommend trying out different routines before your race as well, so you know what works for you. And then look at some of the logistics, as how long it's going to take you to drive or to get the bus or get to the start, how far away the car parks are, where the registration is, what the course is like, and maybe where there's any fueling stations. All of these things, if you've planned them ahead of time, you're going to be more relaxed and you'll get far more out of your first event. When the race begins, pacing becomes critical. You should have a fairly good idea of what pace you need to run at from all of those training runs, especially the tempo ones. That said, with the excitement and the adrenaline, it is super easy to go off way too fast, and we see it happening all the time. You've really got to control yourself here and be patient, because if you've got your training right, you're going to be feeling really good for the first half, but you want to make sure that you're still feeling good for the second half. So rein it in, and if you're still feeling strong towards the end or those final few miles, that's the time you can start to up it. You want to dress for the conditions. You want to try and find the right balance of something that's going to keep you the correct temperature throughout the race. So obviously check the forecast beforehand, and you'll have a rough idea from your training, hopefully, especially if it's somewhere local. If it's going to be a pretty chilly start, you might want to have something that you can discard. Some people use bin liners. You can discard them at the start, or maybe even an old jumper or piece of clothing. And some races will organise for those to be collected and taken to charity, but just check that beforehand. And once you've covered all of these points, there's one major thing you mustn't forget, and that is to enjoy it. Go there with a smile on your face. After all, it's like the celebration of all that hard work you've put in, and now it's your time to go and enjoy that, and those hours of training are going to be worth it. So remember that when you're going through the training, and hopefully you will have the best experience ever as you run your longest ever event. Good luck. I think that's all that's left to say. If you've enjoyed it, give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube by clicking the globe, and you can also follow us on our social media channels.